Alrighty then! Welcome to Jonk does PennyStocking. A lot of teachers and gurus and furus and everyone fucking else. They like to say this chart's the right chart, this chart's the right chart, that chart's the right chart, cha-cha-cha. In this episode, I'm going to show you some wrong charts. It's a Tim Sykes live webinar. He goes through some shitty charts. Then I add my fucking finesse on why they're a little bit shit. Tim Sykes challenge live, 7th of August 2018. He does a Q&A where people ask him questions about charts and then he goes through them and then he talks a little bit about the psychology of trading. I just wanted to give you a bit of a highlight so you can see what comes with the challenge. And here we go live. We're now in.
Let's see. ERII 2nd August earnings run up is finishing now. Let's see. ERII. Again, $9 stock, terrible long-term price action. Energy company, so it's dependent on commodity prices. I mean, it had a very similar spike right here and it did nothing. A similar spike here and it went up like an extra dollar over 2 weeks. It just doesn't have a good history of big spikes. So I think IMFK will be spiking into the close. IMFK. Is that really the ticker, or did you type it in wrong? Are you trying to say ONDK? Do I have any training about complex news? No. Nope. I stay away from complex news. If I don't understand it, I'm out. What part in Guatemala? I have no idea. I don't know this city that well. Oh, it's IFMK. We have some dyslexic people in here too. I get that problem too. This is not a good chart. This is an absolutely terrible chart. But it is up 50% today. Very choppy. And again, like this is a complex new credit agreement. I don't know that stuff. On EKSO, they'll announce earnings at 4:30 p.m. tonight. If it reacts with a spike tomorrow, is this where you may consider buying and selling? I have no idea. I'm not planning a hypothetical trade ahead of time. I have to see what the numbers are. I have to see what's written about it. I have to see the reaction to it. Then I have to judge, the reaction based on where the support and resistance is. What is the overall market doing? What's my schedule tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm also flying. So there's a lot of moving pieces. You cannot just plan trades ahead of time when the news isn't even out. Okay, the stock hasn't made a move. For all we know, it'll be dead tomorrow. For all we know, there'll be no move whatsoever. But I don't know. I don't know if there's a move today or tomorrow or whatever. I can't guess. As opposed to my Friday trade on Luna, which was perfect. And even, my trade yesterday where I tried to dip buy a stock and it didn't work. And guess what? I simply cut it. TCCO. I thought this was a good earnings winner. I thought that it would have a nice little bounce. What did it do? Nothing. So I exited. Nice spike up to 590. I bought it on a big dip. And, actually there was a chance to make a little profit at like 11 a.m. if I had timed it perfectly. But it didn't bounce the way I wanted it or when I wanted it. So I lost a little. And that's fine. Let's see. Tim, why is there multiple video lessons where you talk about last year's conference, the 10th annual? So I've gotten this from a few people.
So yeah, and I mean that kind of wraps it up. And if we just go, I mean, back through what we've just watched in the webinar, the first stock, the energy play, you were saying it's a terrible chart, but we can see it's trading kind of generally a million daily. It's energy, so it's not the type of stock that Tim trades. A couple times it's traded 3 million, but it doesn't have this breakout volume, and all of these people who've been trading all of this time are underwater all throughout here. So the likelihood is, even though it's got from 2 to 3, it's not going to really go any further because it's got too much selling pressure from above, unless it's real crazy breakout news. The next stock is just, well, this is the same play. Then the next stock we look at, it's a little bit better, but it's like, and it is like a multi-month, multi-year breakout. It is multi-year breakout on this one. But the volume isn't huge. It's already gone from the 640s to what looks like the 8s. It's already made a kind of a big move, and it doesn't have a history of running big before. So it's not likely that it's gonna like this is the biggest move it's ever made in the past few years. So it's not very likely that it's gonna manage to maintain momentum that it's never maintained before. Like if you think about a sprinter, if he sprints the fastest he's ever sprinted, he's not gonna carry on sprinting another 200 meters after this. You need a sprinter that can sprint 1,000 meters and he's 300 meters into his sprint. So you need evidence that he can sprint 1,000 meters, then he sprinted 300, so you know he can sprint the other 700. It's a bit like that analogy, which is a bit weird, but it's just true, and this is just a terrible long-term chart. Although with this one, it's record-breaking volume, but there's not much history to go off. It's been doing nothing but going down. So despite the huge volume, the chart's just really bad. There's got to be something fundamentally flawed with the company. And this is how you can kind of just gather the different chart patterns and the different reads. God. Just had a nightmare that I was short and low floats again. Fuck. Do not short low floats. I've learned the hard way. I was fucking profitable consistently and then I started short and low floats. It is the devil inside. If there's such a thing as a God. On a brighter note, if you wait long enough, good things will happen every time. I mean, don't settle for anything. Don't settle for less than success. Don't settle for less than who you really are. Because with me in trading, got profitable, fell on a slump. I will not settle for that slump. I will wait until I'm fucking the best. Don't settle for fatness. Get in the fucking gym. Don't settle for an average bird. I'm not settling. Just met her. Meeting her this weekend. We're gonna fall in love and I'm fucking excited. Alrighty then!
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.